score for the tilt. That makes it 7 straight outings without a win for Paul Skenes. He has just 4 wins through 19 starts this season, despite a National League best 1.94 ERA. The last pitcher with an ERA under 2 and at least 100 innings pitched and 4 fewer wins through 19 starts in the season, Bob Groom for the Washington Senators in 1911. On the heels of all of that ridiculous context, let's check in with senior MLB insider Jeff Passan. Paul Skenes is clearly otherworldly, but there's just not a whole lot to show for how filthy he is from a record standpoint. How does that dynamic play into him being a potential trade candidate ahead of the July 31st deadline?
Trevor, let's look at it this way. 29 other teams would love to have Paul Skenes in their rotation, but the only team that's going to have him is the Pittsburgh Pirates because they have no intention or no desire to trade him. Ke'Bryan Hayes, available. Brian Reynolds, available. David Bednar, Dennis Santana, Andrew Heaney, go up and down the list of Pittsburgh Pirates. And the only one really not available is Paul Skenes, who through his career now has 249 innings pitched and a 1.95 ERA. He has been everything that the Pittsburgh Pirates hoped he would be, wanted him to be. Unfortunately, his teammates around him cannot say the same.
Yeah, so you're telling me until he is a free agent in 2029, Skenes better get used to that black and gold. Now over to New York, where
just not at this point.
Okay,
yet. It's a little early in the process.
We'll give
the notion that he's going to be a Pirate for the next 5 years, not sure about that one.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll just wait and see, if you will. Over to New York now, where the Yankees snapped their 6-game skid with the win over the Mets Sunday to prevent getting the broom treatment out at Citi Field. Those 18 runs are a whole lot against the Dodgers after going 0-3 at the plate Friday. Shohei Ohtani will look to flip his fortunes from the mound on Saturday. Dodgers dual threat athlete will make his 4th start as part of the LA rotation in the second of a 3-game set later on this evening. Ohtani's leash has been relatively short in these turns, going sub-30 pitches in each of those three contests, but the stuff has still been the definition of elite. Senior MLB insider Jeff Passan back with us. Jeff, what's been the Dodgers' approach to ramping up Shohei's arm thus far?
Conservative, and it's going to continue to be conservative until Shohei Ohtani says that he is ready to stretch out even further than he has already. And they're going conservatively because the Dodgers feel like they don't need to rush this. It's not the pitching depth that they have right now, which has really been tested by injuries this year, though that plays a role in it. What it comes down to is the Dodgers' approach is we are going to get into the playoffs. Once we get there, how do we maximize ourselves? And by putting Ohtani out there more and more early in the season, they don't want to run the risk of another injury. So they're just trying to save the bullets for October, which is the time that is most important for a team with aspirations to be the first back-to-back champions in Major League Baseball in a quarter century.
Yeah, LA can certainly plan to play the long game given how well they're playing thus far. And the Yankees obviously could probably rule.
Dodgers fans, imagine this. You're sitting at Dodger Stadium. It's October. NLCS Game 1. The lights are bright. The crowd's electric. And the guy walking out of the bullpen is none other than Paul Skenes. Yeah, that Paul Skenes. The most dominant young pitcher in baseball. The guy who throws 100 plus like it's nothing. The guy who already looks like a future Cy Young winner. And now he's rocking Dodger blue. Sound too good to be true? Well, as of now, it is too good to be true, but it's not impossible. And if the Pirates keep wasting his talent the way they have, that door might crack open sooner than people think. Today, I want to talk with y'all about what a real Paul Skenes trade would look like, why it's not happening this season, and why the Dodgers are quietly lurking in the shadows waiting for their moment. Let's dive in. So here's what we know. The Pittsburgh Pirates have been absolutely clear. They are not trading Paul Skenes this season. They've shut the door on it, locked it, bolted it, threw away the key. And honestly, I get it. The guy's 22 years old. He's under team control through 2029. He's already putting up ace-level numbers. Trading him now would be admitting to the fan base that they're not even going to try to build a contender around him. But here's the thing. If the Pirates keep doing Pirates things, which is basically wasting talent, finishing below 500 and giving fans false hope, they're eventually going to face the same dilemma every small market team does. Do we pay this superstar or do we cash in? And when that time comes, the Dodgers are going to be ready. Let's talk about why Skenes is the real deal. As of July 2025, Paul Skenes has made 15 starts for Pittsburgh. His ERA, 2.48. Strikeouts, a ridiculous 121 in just 92 innings. Opponents are hitting just 197 against him. He's sitting 98 on 101 MPH every game. He's got a wipeout slider, a hammer curve. This dude isn't just good, he's generational. He looks like a hybrid of Garrett Cole's power, DeGrom's stuff, and Max Scherzer's mentality. And he's doing all of this in his rookie season. The Pirates should be building their entire future around this guy. But so far, they're 12 games under 500 and the clock on Skenes' control just started ticking. Now, this is where things get interesting. Jim Bowden from The Athletic recently listed potential landing spots if the Pirates ever open up trade talks. One of those teams? The Los Angeles Dodgers. The package he floated was this: Dalton Rushing, our number one prospect, Andy Paez, Jackson Ferris, Landon Knack. Now, I'll be real with you, that's a nice package. But for Paul Skenes, it's not even close to enough. Let me remind you, when Juan Soto was traded in 2022, the Nationals got 6 players, and Soto only had 2.5 years of control left. Skenes has over 4 years left, and he's a front-of-the-rotation ace, not a streaky bat. If the Pirates ever do listen to offers, we're talking about a blockbuster on steroids. Something like Rushing Jojue DePaula River, Ryan Zahir, Hope, Kellen Lindsey, plus another top 30 arm like Hee-Sung Kim. That's the kind of firepower it'll take. And honestly, the Dodgers could pull that off without even touching the major league roster. But there's one huge wrinkle in all this. See, right now, trading Dalton Rushing is not an option. Why? Because the Dodgers just released Austin Barnes, which made Rushing the permanent backup catcher behind Will Smith. If you move Rushing now, you've got a hole behind the plate and no one ready to fill it. That's why this kind of deal, if it ever happens, won't go down until the offseason at the earliest. During the winter, you can find a cheap backup on the free agent market, stash Rushing in a bigger trade, and go for it. But right now, it's just not the right time. Not with Barnes gone and the Dodgers in the middle of a title chase. Now look, would I give up all those prospects for Paul Skenes? Hell yes, I would. You don't get a chance at a 22-year-old generational ace every day. And we all know the Dodgers can't count on guys like Buehler or Dustin May to stay healthy forever. Kershaw's future is uncertain. Glasnow's had his ups and downs. Bobby Miller's been good, but not dominant. Adding Skenes would give us a 1-2 punch with Yamamoto that no one in baseball could touch. Think about that playoff rotation. Skenes, Yamamoto, Glasnow, and Kershaw coming back for one last October run. That's a World Series blueprint. But hey, now it's your turn, Dodgers Nation. If the Pirates ever open the door, do you think the Dodgers should go all in for Paul Skenes? Would you trade Dalton Rushing, Andy Paez, Ferris, Knack, maybe even more? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear how you would handle this if you were in Andrew Friedman's shoes. And as always, if you love Dodgers baseball, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with every Dodgers fan you know. We've got a wild trade deadline coming up, and this team might be one big move away from greatness. I'm Victor. This is latest Los Angeles Dodgers news, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's go Dodgers!